welcome back to the GSMC Baseball Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host, Sam Menzie, and we have a great show for you today. First topic we'll be covering is recapping the American League game from yesterday. After that, we'll be going into the National League. Then we'll be talking about some standout players so far in the start of the season. And after that, we'll be finishing off with some general news stories around the league. So now, before we do that, I'd like to ask you to please like and follow the show. We do get a number of questions from viewers, so to ensure that a question does get read in the air, please use the link gsmcpodcast.net. Really does help the show, and it really does mean a lot. So thank you so much for that. And let's get into our first segment of the day today. So we will be starting off the show like most times now in the regular season, which is recapping the games that happened yesterday. We'll be starting with the AL games today, that happened yesterday. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So first AL game we had was Blue Jays Astros. Starting off this game here, pretty low-scoring game. Start off going into the bottom of the fourth. You had Jose Altuve hitting his second home run of the year, making it 1-0 Astros in the bottom of the fourth. Now the game would not progress really past that point until the ninth. It was really just a big pitching duel. And then in the top of the ninth, the big blow came for the Astros as Davis Schneider hit his second home run of the year, scoring Dalton Varsho a 2-run homer, making it 2-1 Blue Jays, and ultimately giving them the win. The Astros could not come back. So a really just negative loss for the Astros here. Josh Hader gets a blown save in one of his first appearances as an Astro. 1 inning pitch, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, and a walk and a homer, of course. So yeah, not a great real start to his Astros tenure there, and kind of a big blow to the Astros here. They just got off some great momentum off the no-hitter and are now 1-5 to start the year. So really not a great start for them whatsoever. But I think if we know anything about the Astros, it's that we know that they'll come back. They're an amazing team, and I wouldn't be that worried, but still not great. As I said, the game was low scoring, so of course there were some pitching duels. We had Framber Valdez, the Astros certified ace, go 7 2/3, no earned runs, 5 strikeouts, no walks. So an absolute ace outing by Framber Valdez, their ace. That's what you needed to do. That's what an ace looks like right there. So an amazing start by Valdez. Ryan Plessy was thawed out of the bullpen as well, giving you a third inning there. The Blue Jays also were very solid. Jose Barrios went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, but only 1 earned run. Three walks, which was a little concerning, and only 2 strikeouts, but still a great start by him. And if he can keep it up, they're in for a great season, and the pitching depth in the Blue Jays will become very important. Yimmy Garcia and Tim Mesa were also great out of the bullpen, including Chad Green, who got the save. So a really nice job by the pitching altogether to wrap it up. Next AL game we're talking about is Orioles. We go to the top of the second here. Nick Lofton hit a RBI single to score Garrett Hampson, making it 1-0 Kansas City in the top of the second. Then in the same inning, Michael Garcia hit an RBI double, scoring 2, making it 3-0 Kansas City. So a really nice job by them to jump out on the starting pitcher early and get some runs early. Then, bottom of the third, Colton Cowser hit an RBI double to make it 3-1, trying to get the Orioles to come back a little, but it will be no match as top of the fourth, Michael Garcia with an RBI triple. Was a single and was very close to the cycle yesterday, I will say, and scoring Nick Lofton to make it 4-1 Kansas City in the top of the fourth, and no one would score after that. So pretty high scoring in the start, but nothing really came after it. So interesting game there. Looking at the pitching box scores here now, Cole Irvin pitched for Baltimore. He was less than great. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Not great at all. You definitely want more from him. Obviously, he's not going to be an ace or really a high-level pitcher at all. But at the same time, he's still a guy that is going to pitch significant innings for you, a guy you really would like to perform very well this season. So that is concerning if you are an Orioles fan. You hope he can do better in the future. For Kansas City, they had Alec Marsh going on the mound here. 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Really just a great job starting by him. This is not really a guy I had on my radar to look out for when the season started, but is doing really nice so far. So that's really positive for the Royals right now. They can use all the pitching depth they can get, even though I do think their pitching rotation is pretty good. Injuries always happen, and if I'm a Royals fan, I'd be very excited with how Alex Marsh did perform. John Schleber, who they just acquired from Boston, was also great out of the pen, going an inning in relief and giving up no runs. New signing Will Smith was also great, going 1 inning, giving up no runs, getting the save. So really nice job by the pitching altogether of the Royals, new and improved, and it's a great job that it is performing up to its standards. Next, we are going to be talking about Angels-Marlins here. In the top of the fourth, Aaron Hicks hit his first home run as a Los Angeles Angel, making it a 1-0 lead. He then hit an RBI single, making it 2-0. And Taylor Ward in the same inning, the top of the sixth, making it 3-0 for the Angels. So really nice job by them to get out early and get a commanding lead. Bottom of the ninth, Brian De La Cruz hit his first home run of the season, making it 3-1. But nothing else would come of it, and the Angels would have beat the Marlins in a low-scoring game yesterday, I should say, 3-1 Angels. So Marlins had their ace, Jesus Luzardo, on the mound. Was less than stellar, I will say. Was not great. 5 1/3 innings, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run. Not a great start to the season for him. They need him to really be that ace to step up this year, with Sandy Alcantara being gone, with Yuri Perez getting hurt. So he definitely needs to be better than this so far. 4.35 ERA in 2 games. Definitely need more out of him, especially against a weak lineup like the Angels. Angels had Tyler Anderson going, his first start of the season, going 7 innings pitched, only giving up 4 hits and no earned runs, only 2 walks and also 5 strikeouts. So a really strong outing by him, a guy they placed on waivers at the end of the year because they didn't want him so much. So a really nice job by him to have a great start and show the Angels that he's still got something left in the tank. Could potentially be a valuable trade piece at the deadline if he does pitch really well. Next, we'll be doing a playoffs matchup, which is Rangers-Rays. Bottom of the third here, going in, Yandy Diaz hit an RBI single to Leody Taveras, scoring Jose Caballero, making it 1-0 Tampa early in the third. After that, Rainer Rosarena hit some insurance, getting in the bottom of the fifth, making it 2-0 Tampa with a RBI single. Isaac Paredes in the same inning hit the real big shot, which was a 3-run homer, scoring Harold Ramirez and Rainer Rosarena, making it 5-0 Tampa. So a really great job by the offense to come clicking on all cylinders there. Jonah Heim in the top of the seventh, try getting the Rangers back in the game a little bit, hitting an RBI single, making it 5-1, and would also hit another RBI single in the top of the ninth, making it 5-2. But it would just be exercise of utility at that point, as the Rays would end up winning 5-2. So a really strong game by the Rays here. Really nice job for them to beat a good Rangers team. Andrew Heaney was okay. 4 2/3, 3 runs, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts. Not great. Obviously got a little unlucky, only giving up 1 earned run. But still, again, you really want Andrew Heaney to be better than this going into the season. He's going to be a guy you rely on big time, and I think he needs to be better. I think all Rangers fans would agree on that. For the Rays, you had Zach Eflin going. He went 6 1/3, giving up only 5 hits, 1 earned run, and 5 strikeouts. So a really great job by Zach Eflin. Has really performed since coming over to Tampa Bay from Philly. Has been a really good starting pitcher for them, and continues this year so far in the short time. Next game we'll be talking about is White Sox-Braves. A surprising game here. In the bottom of the sixth, you had Gavin Sheets hitting an RBI single to make it 1-0 Chicago. Scoring only opened up late in this one. After that, you had Marcell Ozuna tying the game up in the top of the seventh, hitting his second home run of the season, tying the game up at 1. Bottom of the seventh, Paul DeJong hit his second home run of the year, making it 2-1 Chicago. Then Andrew Vaughn in the bottom of the eighth made it 3-1 with an RBI single. Marcell Ozuna would hit his second home run of the game, but it would not matter as the score would end up being 3-2 Chicago. So a really bad loss here by Atlanta, only making them 3-2 on the season here. I understand it's early, but losing games to the White Sox is not what you want to be doing. Every game matters in this sport right now, and losing to a team like the White Sox, who are not good whatsoever, and when you're trying to be the Braves of old, is really not good in my opinion. So kind of a negative there. You had Reynaldo Lopez going, one of his first starts in a long time in his career. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. So a really strong outing by him. Yes, it is against the White Sox, but that's his old team, so there could have been some emotions there as well. So again, if the Braves can turn Reynaldo Lopez into a really quality starter, that changes the dynamic of the team drastically and makes them so much better in the pitching department. It makes them so much deeper. So I think that really that's what you need right now if you are a Braves fan. After that, for the White Sox, they had Garrett Crochet, their ace, going. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Just an incredible outing by him. He's really, really done well since turning into a starting pitcher. Was a reliever to start his career, obviously, but has shown people now why he was a top draft pick and why he can be a starting pitcher. So if I was a White Sox fan, I'd be really excited about Garrett Crochet's future, as he's done really, really well. Next, we have Red Sox Athletics again. In the top of the first, we have Trevor Story opening the scoring up early, making it 1-0 Boston with a RBI double, scoring Rafael Devers. After that, in the top of the second, Jarren Duran getting some insurance runs, hitting an RBI single to score Tristan Casas. We move to the bottom of the second now. Shea Langoliers ties up the game, hitting a 2-run homer, scoring new A. J.D. Davis. So nice job by the A's to fight back here. Pablo Reyes hits an RBI single, scoring Tyler O'Neill, making it 3-2 Boston. Then J.J. Bleday hits his first home run as an Oakland A. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but just how it ended out. Scoring Ryan Noda, making it 4-3 Oakland, so they take the lead here for the first time in the game. Trevor Story ties the game up in the top of the 7th with another RBI single, scoring Jarren Duran. Top of the 11th now in extras, of course. Tyler O'Neill grounds it to a double play. J.D. Davis to Zach Eloff to Ryan Noda. Wilyer Abreu does score, and it makes it 5-4 Boston. Oakland could not come back even with the ghost runner, and they would end up losing to the Red Sox again, 5-4. So a really strong game by the Red Sox to fight back in extra innings, even after blowing the lead a few times. Again, it is the A's, but again, this is more of a transition year for the Red Sox, and any win they can get is really a positive. So good job for them there. The A's had Alex Wood going. He went 5 innings, giving up 3 earned runs, striking out 7, walking 2. Not a great start, especially against an offense like Boston, but you would really like to ask for more. But again, he pitches for the A's for a reason, so really not much you can ask for. Boston, we have Brian Bayo went 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. Not a great start, especially against Oakland. You definitely want more. You don't want 4 earned runs in 5 innings against the A's. Bayo definitely needs to pick it up if he is going to live up that extension. I still believe in him. I still think he's a great player, but not a great start to open up the season. But again, no real reason to worry right now. It's so early in the season. Next game we will be talking about is Guardians-Mariners. Going to right here, the top of the 4th, we have Will Brennan hitting an RBI single to score Jose Ramirez, making it 1-0 Cleveland. They open up the scoring. Same inning, Bo Naylor hits a 2-run homer, scoring Will Brennan, making it 3-0 Cleveland. So a really nice job to jump ahead early for this young Cleveland team. Then Stephen Kwan in the top of the 5th, he makes it 4-0 with an RBI single to score Brian Roquicchio. Top of the 7th now, Tyler Freeman gets some more insurance runs for Cleveland, hitting a sacrifice fly to make it 5-0. Mariners try to come back in the bottom of the 7th with a Josh Rojas RBI double and a J.P. Crawford RBI groundout to make it 5-2. But it would be no match for the Guardians' late inning bullpen, as they would fail to score again, and Cleveland would win the game 5-2. So a really nice job by Cleveland to win this game and have a really nice game so far. 4-2 so far in the season. Can't ask for much else if you are a Guardians fan. Shane Bieber, of course, was the pitcher yesterday, I should say. Again, 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, no earned runs. So 9 strikeouts, no walks, so an ace-level outing for Shane Bieber. This is the type of things you want to see if you are a Guardians fan. Really strong outing by him. Manuel Clase got one of his first saves of the season, so great job by him to close it out. With Seattle, you had Luis Castillo going, 5 2/3, 10 hits, 4 earned runs. 7 strikeouts, 1 walk. Not a great outing, especially for a guy like Luis Castillo. Giving up 10 hits to the Guardians offense when you are a pitcher of his caliber is not great, not something you would like, and not something you expect. So definitely not a positive there. But again, it's early in the season. I'm not worrying if I'm a Mariners fan, but you would definitely like to see that start be better in the future as well. Next game we will be talking about is no games, because that is the end of the AL game so far. There have been a lot of interleague games so far in this season, and as I've said before, the way I determine interleague games is whoever wins. So if an NL team wins an interleague game, it's for the NL segment. So I guess you can see a lot of NL teams won. So yeah, that was our first segment, just recapping the AL games of yesterday. We'll be going to a break here, but after that we'll be talking about our second segment, which is going to be the NL games. Of course, we just talked about the AL games, so we're going to recap the NL games now. So yeah, we'll be going to a break, and we'll see you after that. So thanks, and see you then. Bye.